I'm about to say, not again, dude. We love gold. Oh shit. Come on. Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. My bad. I forgot. I'm not supposed to say nothing ever nice about gold. My God, gold. Why did you do that? Already messing up. Hold on. Damn it. I forgot my headphones. Of course. No, one of these things don't work. I don't remember which one it is. Gazer, gazer. I'm surprised both of these damn headphones work. And that's what I'm more surprised about. Damn. Every time I add to this damn thing, man, I'm not gonna add to I'm not adding to my positions anymore. Seems like every time when I add to this damn position, always fuck up. Okay. Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's up, Investor Z? What's up, Alfred? I gotta watch. I keep forgetting to stop talking nice to gold. If if I treat gold like a celebrity, she'll treat me like a fan. And And she definitely showed me. She literally stopped. I was like, dang, I love you, gold. I love you. I love you. And then she literally stops. She almost hits my target, and then she does this shit. Oh man. But I was able to so I was able to catch this drop right here. Or which drop was it? I was able to catch this drop right here in my funded account. There was a clean move down. 84 about like, yeah, this was a clean move down. Was it to catch this in my funded account? And I'm happy about that. And I think gold is trying to make its way back up. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that, but I think we're about to see I think the shorts are done. And that's interesting right there. Cause, hmm, yeah, I ain't gonna do all that. You got news at 10, news at 9. Hmm. Were you in this gold long? Were you in this long somewhere? Oh, on the NQ short. I mean, shit, we talked about last night. We talked about that last night. I mean, it's not even a surprise what the hell NQ does at this point. I mean, the Bulls had to reclaim back over 445. A failure to have done that would result in the market going down. I mean, prices again right below 445. So, hmm, hmm. But then at the same time, with all this stupid bullishness, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Because it feels like the market wants to go down, but obviously, I mean, it's not going to go down until the bulls sell. Oh, oh, you stay away from gold when it comes up. Gold is a night walker. Hold on, did gold? Yep, gold, please. Wow, gold. Wow. Come on, gold. I didn't mean to say what I said earlier. I did not mean it. Man, it never fails. Every time I say something nice about gold, she just starts doing shit to me. Damn, she missed me by like a tick, for like literally a tick or 2 ticks. She missed me by 2 ticks here. Damn, gold. Damn. All right, so this is what. Okay, so I kind of got my funded futures in my ear right now, and what she just said was obviously not true. And it's crazy that she said, well, anyway, the market isn't a whole algorithm. It is. I mean, of course, it's an auction, but obviously, algorithms are performing that auctions, not people. And honestly, I'm coming to understand that only certain people understand this. If you're in this field where if you're in a technology dominated field, then you understand that everything is algorithmic, everything is automated. All the tasks that these businesses don't necessarily want to pay people for is automated, and the market is no different. That's why majority of these trades in the markets are performed by algorithms, bots. No, no, she's out. She doesn't know what she's talking about. It's crazy that she's speaking about a topic that she has no idea what the hell she's talking about. It's crazy. But I mean, I'm not surprised. But I'm not surprised by that. But it's just she's wrong. She's definitely wrong about that. Yeah, I know, right?
All right, we'll get back to you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ben. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
She is wrong because I mean, uh, majority of these traders or majority of the market is institutions. But what she's not talking about, and what a lot of people don't talk about, is that majority of the market is also hedge funds, which is run by, and this is not necessarily a race thing, but mostly by mathematicians, which are Indians, which who create most of these algorithms that trade. A lot of these hedge funds are using algorithms and strategy, and they're all mathematicians. And they move this market just as much, or just as they have as much influence, not as much influence, but they can influence this market just as these institutions are or can. I mean, shit, look at FTX, quote unquote mathematicians and all. I mean, even though they suck, it's the idea is still the same. It's all math. The market is math. And it's algorithmic for sure, because if it wasn't, your fibs would not work. Fibonacci retracement levels, extension levels, they would not work. But we all know that they do. And they consistently work. And we all know that humans are not consistent. We know this. The whole human experience is a contradiction within itself. Somebody in the chat says the banks literally advertise you can invest in their algorithmic trading. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. I'm surprised she said that stupid shit. I'm surprised she said that stupid shit. I'm surprised. And she said that shit with so much confidence, yo. That's so crazy. All right. Oh shit, did I get hold on. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, I know okay. I'm up $100. It's like I know I set a short limit right here and it just got filled. Okay. I set a short on Nasdaq and it just got filled. I forgot I was down like $500. Mm. Well, honestly, I wouldn't say that what she said was stupid. It was careless because she knows people are tuning into this shit. She knows it. She just believes that. I mean, I can understand because everybody is not in the technology field. Like everybody's not. So if you're not a part of this reality, then stuff like this, because I mean, I still see people talking about, oh, is it your algorithms that's like, I mean, in the comic section of like different forums, like I guess your boomers, people that grew up without the technology. And if her mentor or someone that she considers somebody as a mentor, kind of like, as an example, Hogue, I'm pretty sure someone like Hogue, well, he would be a type of person that'd be like, yeah, all this is an auction. There are no algorithms. That's just all hocus pocus conspiracy. If someone like him is mentored her and told her that same shit, then she's going to believe it. But for those that know and understand that that's not the truth, then of course that's what they're going to believe. So I mean, there's literally books on this stuff too. So I mean, I've already shared those books with y'all. Quants. I mean, these banks did not hire these quants to sit here and look pretty and pay them millions of dollars per year for them to not use their mathematical expertise. I mean, come on. It's not even rocket science. It's not even real detective work. It really isn't. But people still believe that I mean, people will sit here and look at bookmap and say that there's no algorithms, where bookmap themselves are I guess they started off as high frequency traders and they use this product to help them do that. But I digress from that point. I digress. I'm only here for the free accounts anyway. I don't see no, there's nobody on MFF's panel that I can learn from. So I'm not really there to listen to them. I'm there for the free accounts. Yeah, I don't have any accounts to reset. All my accounts are funded. So if I can get a free account, that would be cool. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I feel like she reminds me of that whoever that woman is on Top Step that does that same stupid shit, acting like she knows what the hell she's talking about, and she doesn't. Just change your brand. I think. All right, so that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the free accounts, baby. So I don't think so. I think they're gonna probably give out a starter plus. They're not gonna give out no expert. They're not gonna give out no expert. It's gonna either be a starter or a starter plus. Yo, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, dude, what? They dropping expert accounts? Ah, shit, I wasn't even prepared for that. Oh, wow, bro. I wasn't even prepared for that. Oh man, I wasn't prepared for no damn. Wow. Hold on, is it anyone? Is it like any? Is it the 50K? I'm pretty. Are they giving away 150K expert accounts for free? Yo, that's a fuck up right there. Yeah, because I got a well, I put it in and it said the same thing. It says that this account doesn't apply to new evals or some shit like that. Yeah, it said it doesn't apply to new evals. So I guess it was probably like a reset code or something like that. Yeah, Barbie, you a hater, bro. You be saying stupid shit all the damn time. And it's fucking annoying. All right. All right, gonna get our first gold target hit. And yo, this is why okay, I gotta stop saying this. I really do enjoy trading gold, but man, this is I gotta stop telling her that because she always does that shit. When I say, man, I really do. I really do enjoy trading gold, man. This shit is just moving. All right, so and the Nasdaq is moving like she's ES. She's moving like she's ES. She's literally moving like she's ES right now, like a senior citizen. What's up with this Nasdaq? All right, I can't listen to her. Let me just stop. She ain't saying nothing. Oh, today is OPEX. I mean, wouldn't you be Alfred? I mean, this stream doesn't offer any value, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, the stream doesn't offer any value. Or let me rephrase that. That's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. The segment with Ash, uh, honestly, if I implemented some of the stuff that he talks about, I'll probably be a better trader. But ain't nobody got time for all that. So that's not 100% true. But for the most part, uh, this stream is about Barbie hating and saying stupid shit, over talking the guests, arguing with the guests because they're talking about something different. You got what's his name as an elitist thinking just talking about, yeah, I write in my journal, so I'm better than you. I know you guys don't write in your journal. And who else? I mean, that's all they kind of do every day on this stream. I mean, and if the only value is them giving out free accounts, well, shit, what else is there? I mean, I understand we don't like ICT as a person, but these quote unquote ICT concepts have made a lot of people a lot of money. We can't argue with that. I mean, we don't have to like ICT. We don't have to like them. You don't have to bash people for being ICT traders. We know that ICT himself does not know how to trade, but the concepts that he presented to the world, a lot of people, that's changed a lot of people's lives, and that's the truth. That is the truth. And so, I mean, yeah, I get it. We don't have to like ICT, but we don't have to bash the concepts that this man has provided to the world, regardless of who actually came up with it, because he's the one that's presented it. He presented it to the world. He did. If there was somebody else, if he took it from somebody else, well, they tried to keep it to themselves. And unfortunately, ICT is going to go down as a person that presented it to the world and not that person, unfortunately, for that person. So that's just kind of one of those things where it's like, if you got something, if you learn something and you don't share it with the world finds a way to get that information out. And the person that gets that information out to the world is the person that's going to get the glory for it. Like Thomas Edison. I think Thomas Edison is a great example. I mean, we was always taught that Thomas Edison created the light bulb, and that's what we believe because that's how we were taught, right? And then you somewhere down the line we say there's accusations that he actually stole it from someone else. Well, do we care that he stole it from someone else at this point? No, we just like the fact that we can go into a dark room, flip a switch, and it can turn it from dark to light. We don't give a fuck who came up with it. It was Thomas Edison that presented it to the world, regardless of who he stole it from. So it's like, uh, oh, game where you talk rest in peace. Shit, I'm still in it, baby. I'm still in it. That 445 level was holding. Actually, I mean, shit. I mean, if I get stopped out, I probably might get actually. If I get stopped out of this, I'll probably get back into it because that 440 level was 445 level was super holding. Oh, rest in peace, gain weight. Rest in peace, gain weight. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, gain weight. With all that hating. With all that hating. With all that hating. Rest in peace, gain weight. Yeah, we gotta give him to that shit. We gotta give him that at least. The repackaging of concepts. We got to give him that. Great marketer, but just a horrible trader, just like all the other Furus. I mean, we got to give it to the Furus, man. They convince people. I mean, you got to look at it from their perspective, man. They can convince people that they know how to trade, and they convince them to give them money to teach them concepts that you can get on the internet for free. I mean, you got to tip their hat to their marketing skills. I mean, I guess you can call it a scam, but shit, they sold ice to an Eskimo, and I guess you kind of have to respect that. They need to ask him, what does he trade? What does he trade? Or is he trading the Nasdaq like the rest of us? Damn. Hmm. So it seems like a lot of these guys that I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, obviously micros are going to keep you in your account longer than a mini will. It's going to keep you in your account longer for sure. I mean, it's not like the man is, oh shit. I mean, all right, well. I mean, I became a live trader trading minis. I haven't become a live trader trading micros. I'm not going to sit here and say that I personally done that, but uh, I will say that maybe I would have stayed a live trader longer if I maybe had switched to micros, but I got time for that. Yo, yo, did y'all see this shit? Yo, what? Oh, hell no. What? Oh, yo, that's crazy, yo. Y'all see this? Oh, yo, that's not even cool. That's not cool, yo. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. Ah, ah, yo, that's fucking crazy, yo. Ah, I just saw this shit. Oh, I just saw this shit, man. Damn, 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 damn. Yo, damn, that's crazy, man. Damn. Damn. Well, congratulations, Investor Z. Congratulations, bro. God dang. Dude, as soon as I saw it in the chat, I was like, oh, shit. How they gonna drop a link in the chat? Come on, man. That's not even fair, man. How you gonna drop the link in the chat? You see, Alfred, that's how they hook you. That's how they hook you. It's like, oh, they dropping freaking codes in the chat now? My target instantly got hit. Yeah, 445 on the Nasdaq right now is a level, is a wall. If the bulls ain't gonna get back above this wall, then we're going lower. I mean, that's you said that gold is gonna reverse. Mm, mm. Anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for them higher time frames? Anybody got time for that shit? Oh, he trades the Nasdaq. Mm. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. All right, so it looks like gold is just gonna keep grinding up. So, all right. Yeah, I will definitely say that that's actually true. All right, so if they're giving away expert accounts now, shit, you're gonna have to be freaking ready for it. Yeah, 445 on the Nasdaq is definitely a wall. It's definitely a wall. Uh, mm, mm, um, mm, mm. Pull up the book map. Any fire drills. GT says Gil Hermy. Gil Hermy? Just call you GT. Yeah, I think we can probably blast up for sure. But the first target is immovable. That's the rule. I got to touch that first target. These runner targets, I can definitely adjust. I can definitely adjust, but that first target stays put. It's the whole point of why I had to compromise and switch to micros, because I do have a bad habit of moving my targets up, and right before price comes, it reverses at my target, and all the work that I've done, it goes right back to break even. And at least with this strategy, I can at least take some profits and pay myself for being right. Man. All right, and see, and this is so I think this is what's going to happen because I mean I've seen this so many times from the Nasdaq. It's kind of predictable. I think we see a false breakout above these highs, and then we're going to see price crashing down. It's so predictable, man. Obviously, we don't know. Actually, uh, what is that? Let me look at that real quick. 475. 475. Man, I'm gonna start building a position at 475. Probably for yeah, 475. I'll probably start a position right there. I mean, yeah, that's what makes that's what keeps my funded futures in the game for me. That no activation fee, that's a game changer for real. That's definitely a game changer. It really changes the game because at least what it does for me is I mean if I if I lose an account, it doesn't hit as hard because I mean you think about all the stuff you're thinking about. You lost your account and then you lost the money that you put into the account. You paid for a losing account twice. And over time that can become expensive. I mean on the Nasdaq, that's kind of risky unless you got like a really good entry. But then at the same time, the Nasdaq always finds a way back to your break even if you have a good entry. She always finds a way back. Mm, well, okay. Mm, mm, okay. Mm. Resets. Boo. We don't want to resets. We want accounts. Boo. Boo. No resets. Boo. All right. All right, gold. All right. All right. Okay. So GT says the car market is not easy today. Uh, Honestly, I think the best thing that's ever happened to me was finding success later on in life than earlier in life. And the reason why I say that is because I kind of see the same thing happen to younger people. Like as an example, children that are labeled prodigies, geniuses, and they have so much potential. 9 times out of 10, those children, they grow up to be failures, even though they had so much potential to be great, even though they did. Because for whatever reason, and I don't know why a creator would want something so dis- destructive in the human consciousness. But if you accomplish everything, it's kind of like playing a game. If you start a game with all the weapons, all the power ups, everything, then as you progress through the game, it's not fun. It's not challenging. There's no personal growth. And usually what happens is either you just start doing random shit in the game. And in life, what a lot of people do is try to escape this emptiness feeling that they have through drugs and alcohol and abuse through other people. It's the only thing that makes people feel alive. I know we're starting to see a lot of stuff come out about celebrities and how they abuse the people around them. And obviously, it doesn't make it right. But you can kind of understand why they do it if you understand what they're going through. They feel empty inside, and the only time they feel alive is when they're making people feel lower than how they feel. And if they're not doing that, they're abusing drugs and they're abusing alcohol or they're gambling. It's to feel alive. That's all that shit is for real. And if you don't got something that keeps you busy, something that keeps you going, that's usually the road that people go down. And I don't understand why. And I'm not saying I don't understand why people do it. I just don't understand why that's a feeling that we all have once we kind of cross that finish line. Like if there's nothing after the finish line, for whatever reason, we just feel lost. I don't know why that's a part of the human experience. I really don't. It doesn't make sense. It's more destructive than it is helpful, but mm. And now that I understand that, I'm just I'm not I'm say grateful, but I'm just happy that it kind of played out that way. That I didn't get success earlier on because honestly, I probably wouldn't be the person that I am now. I would definitely be somebody different. And I feel like having success at a young age, and I think that's kind of why these why kids are just looking younger. They're like 20 years old and they're still looking like they're 15. And back when we were growing up, 30-year-olds look like 50-year-olds. Like I just feel like the reason why people are just looking younger and younger as they age is because, I mean, shit, life is just too comfortable. There's nothing to really accomplish that hasn't been accomplished and automated by somebody else at this point. Mm. I don't trust it, man. I don't trust this. I mean, it may work, but if we do see a shot down, I'm pretty sure. I think once we get a break of this, I think we're gonna get a flush. I think we see the flush. Yeah, I know. I don't. It's kind of hard to listen to this crap, honestly. It really is. Yeah, that's exactly right, Alfred. Exactly right. I mean, these new kids, this new generation, they didn't really have to go through the stuff that we went through. The one thing that the one thing that I hear people say a lot is that, oh, my son or daughter is smarter than I was when I was their age. That's not necessarily true because these kids are mentally retarded at this point. So I mean, if they were smarter than you, then you was not that smart. But I understand what they're trying to say though. That obviously that was a joke. I mean, but you got to think about what kids have. I mean, kids have resources now that back when we were growing up, this stuff was probably, well, probably, let's not be naive. This stuff was only available to the elite. Stuff like iPads and iPhones and stuff like that. We all know that this technology was only available to a certain group of people. And now this type of technology is available to everybody. And so your kids have access to information that you didn't have. Kids are now being taught emotional intelligence. They're being taught how to spot mental manipulation. They're being taught body language. They're being taught how to market. They're getting on the internet, getting attention. I mean, we didn't have that stuff. So of course they're going to be more advanced because there's more tools available for them to use. I mean, this kid right here on the My Fund of Future stream, he said it himself. He said he was trading in high school. Alfred and myself, when we were growing up, we were always told that trading in the market was a scam, that trading in the market was gambling. That's what we were taught. And I'm pretty sure Alfred can back that shit up. We were taught that if you gambled, if you traded in the stock market, that it was gambling and that they was going to steal your money and that all your hard-earned money was going to be gone. And that's what we were taught. And so a lot of people from our generation don't trade the markets because of that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that some of it isn't true, because I mean, you can definitely start gambling, but this is definitely an opportunity. If you take it seriously, you can literally extract money literally out of thin air. Literally, kind of like a leprechaun where he just plucks gold out of the air. It's symbolic of what the stock market is. We can't touch the market. The market is literally an idea that we've all agreed on and we all participate. And I can pluck money out of the air with it just by making the right decision. And yeah, what's up, Santiago? Yeah, Investor Z. Yeah, that's what we were taught in that generation. But this generation, where the kids are being taught that they can do anything, to the point to where they can even bend physical reality and become any gender, any race, any ethnicity, any being. We got kids being tigers, aliens, fishes, robots. I mean, these kids are being taught that they can be anything. We were taught that we had to stay in line, keep our head down, be humble, go to church, pay your tithes, and once you die, after suffering your entire life, that's when you'll find prosperity. These kids aren't being taught that. They're not. They're just like, you can live the way that you want to live right now. You don't have to work hard. You just have to be able to make enough money to be able to have the lifestyle that you want. So of course, they got iPads. I mean, you got iPad babies. I mean, you got your kids literally scrolling through social media at 1, 2, 3 years old, looking through the world through the lens of imagination. We literally have that. I do expect for this thing to probably pop back up, but I'm definitely expecting this to flush. There we go. There goes that flush, baby. There goes that flush. But I do expect a stupid pullback because this is the NQ. Dang, dude, damn, the Bears are coming out in full force today. God damn, everything is red. All right, so I got my first target hit. Let me see if I can kind of put this down a little bit. Let's see if I can actually probably get like a retest of this low right here. Shit, everything is super red today. And I will say that like the stuff that Ash is talking about right now is definitely true. But man, that shit is annoying to do in practice. It's annoying to do in practice, man. It really is. Being disciplined all the time is annoying. It takes up so much mental resources. It really does. And I don't understand why. If the human experience, if everything that's ingrained in our anatomy, biology, whatever you want to call it, the human experience is supposed to keep us alive and to keep us procreating, to push forward and keep making the next generation. Why is it that when we're in a situation where we can do that, it seems like our natural reflexes, our natural reactions are destructive as hell? In a sense, like if we're in a dangerous situation, instead of staying calm and being able to look at the surroundings and maneuver, we get emotional, erratic. We don't like our surroundings becomes blurred and everything feels chaotic, which in reality, in a situation where everybody's panicking, that's when people lose their lives the most. So it's like it doesn't make sense. Like when you really think about it, it don't make sense. Okay, so I kind of expected this pullback, but I think I should be good. I just might have to I have to probably experience some drawback. Actually, let me see. Let me see, because I mean, if this shit works, I'm gonna use it. If it works, I'm using it. $450, yo. That's crazy, man. YouTube. Let me see if this works, man. Because if it works, I may use it. Man, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, fucking A-frame. Yeah, I think so too, Santiago. And I definitely agree with that. I mean, at this point, at this point in time in history, we all know what college is. I will tell you this. I make over 6 figures a year and I have zero college. Everything that I have, everything that I work for or that I've worked for is through YouTube, Udemy, uh, LinkedIn. LinkedIn Learning is actually pretty fucking good. LinkedIn Learning is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty freaking good. I would highly recommend LinkedIn Learning. And I have no college at all. None. I went to college. I didn't finish because I got employed. So it's like I do not use I didn't have to finish college. It was my college was being paid for through the military, so it wasn't an expense from me. I mean, shit, if the military is going to pay for it, it's going to pay for it. But I promise you that college is not optional. And we live in a society where people do not care if you go to college anymore. People care about what you know and what value you can provide. And I feel the game has shifted to where you have to have more emotional intelligence than actual intelligence. You have to, because now we live in a times where everybody is kind of doing their own thing and people are not working to survive. They're working to have something to do. And if they don't like you, we all know what the workplace politics, we all know how that shit goes. If they don't like you, then they'll figure something out. I mean, they have these rules and policies not to enforce, but to weaponize. You can get let go. Like if someone doesn't like you, and like as an example, You don't sign your timesheet. If you don't, like something as simple as signing your timesheet, if you miss it a couple of times and you don't follow policy, well, you're not following policy, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to let you go. Type shit, you know. But if you have an emotional intelligence and you get along with people and people like having you around, you can fuck up. You can literally not do anything, do no work, because there's always somebody in the workforce that is there and they're expected to work and everybody else is just there because they people like having these people around. And these are your people that get away with murder in the workplace. Literally get away with murder. And they're there because people like them. And and that's what I'm going to pass on to my kids. It's not about what you know, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's not who you know, but it's just how you make people feel when they're around you. And I feel like that's what's going to get you where you need to be at versus quote unquote education, because everybody at this point, we're seeing all over the internet that everybody's educated and unemployed. Well, no one likes you. I mean, that's just the simple of it. And once I discovered that for myself, um, that was one of the things that kind of changed how I looked at things, if that makes sense. Yeah, what's up, Trader Goated? Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. And y'all, I appreciate that. And Radoslav, just let me know if I mispronounce your name. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. Like when you open your eyes and see things and see the games that people play, and that's actually a book. That's actually a really good book that I would recommend people listen to or read or however you like to consume literature. But the games that people play is blind if you don't know what you're looking for, or it'll be blind to you if you don't know what you're looking for. But once you start to educate yourself on things like that, emotional intelligence, everything that happens is like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I can see why that happened. I can see why that happens. And one of the biggest thing for me, I had this. Well, I kind of talked about this earlier, but because I am a Virgo, not saying anything about using my zodiac sign as an excuse for behavior, but the one thing that is very true about us is that we are people that kind of like to stay to ourselves. And for a while, well, I got all my goal targets hit, and shit, god damn, Bears, relax. But the one thing that I had to adjust, and once I made this adjustment, this is where I started to see the change in my life. Is like I said, emotional intelligence, being more open, being able to communicate with other people, and to clarify and make it clear how I feel and where I stand on things, and accepting people for who they want to be, and making the decision that if somebody wants to be as a quote unquote a right wing lunatic, left wing lunatic, whatever term that you want to use, you don't have to sit here and try to change nobody. If somebody wants to live the life that they want to live, you let them live that life. The only thing you have control of is, well, this is who this person is. Now, if I accept this person into my life, I'm giving them permission to be who they are around me. And if I don't want that type of stuff in my life, then I can make the choice of not being around them, which takes away their permission to be that person around me. And once you have the autonomy to know who you are, that's why you have to know who you are before you go out into this world and project yourself, your avatar, project yourself. Then that's how all these cults They prey on people that hasn't self-actualized. They prey on people like that. And you take on somebody else's identity because you don't have an identity of your own. And that whole knowledge of self is very important as well. Like I said, if you don't know who you are, you'll fall for anything. You'll start hanging around anybody, taking on their mannerisms. You'll start doing stuff that they do. You start believing things that they believe because you ain't solid in your own self and your own belief and stuff like that. Once I started to understand that that's the true purpose of this game, that's when my life started to turn around. I almost fell for that stupid trap, but I just always kind of knew that it was a trap. I just didn't know that there was other avenues. And once I discovered those other avenues, well, the rest is history. I wouldn't be here if I didn't discover those things for myself. I kind of know who I want to be and who I don't. That's kind of why on this YouTube channel I don't do certain things because I don't want to. I'm not here. I'm not a dancing monkey. I'm not here to quote unquote entertain. I'm here. I want to provide an authentic experience. I appreciate those that join. Uh, I share a lot of things on this channel. I don't hide things. I don't find value in lying or scamming people. I don't. I just don't. I also don't find value in trying to convince people to come over and I don't find value in that because I feel like if I'm looking for ways to impress other people, then I'm not going to be authentic to myself. So it's like that's one of the things I've been kind of battling too, because yeah, I want to play this YouTube game, but at the same time, I'm not doing none of that shit, man. I ain't doing none of that. I'm trying to have an authentic experience over here. And I ain't trying to be none of these I'm not trying to be none of these guys. Kind of like I said, I have no disrespect towards Ash, but like I said, I ain't trying to be like that neither. I make mistakes when I trade. I mean, y'all guys see it. I trade on tilt. I blow accounts up here and there, but for the most part, I'm consistent. I've proven to myself that I can be consistent, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm going to patiently wait for a setup." I mean, that's just not who I am. I'm not patient like that. I just want to take the damn trade and see what happens. Yeah, that's just too much, man. That's too much. That's too much. That is way too much. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been a while. I honestly I don't even think about how old I am. Um I'm 36. Yeah, I don't think how old I am. I guess no, I guess. I don't because I guess the reason why I don't pay attention to how old I am is because of the lifestyle that I live. Because I'm not necessarily on a schedule, I mean, I'm in I guess a reality where you could say that as long as my work gets done, my time is mine. Obviously, I work during the time that how do I want to say it? That I've agreed to work. I mean, I'm not fucking around like everybody else does. I get my shit done. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Ah, dude. No. Why y'all doing this shit? No. Starter plus. No. 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 Man, I ain't gonna get. Man, they need to be. Uh, yeah, I mean, shit. I would doubt if I get this shit, yo. But I'll try anyway. Yeah. Oh, 50% off? Okay, never mind. Oh, never mind. I don't want that shit. I want that. I want no 50% off. I don't want no 50% off. You see, I look. Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I don't live a stressful life, man. Don't live a stressful life. Uh, one thing that I've kind of understood at a young age is the body is governed by the heart. It really is. It really is. It is governed by the heart. I mean, once your heart stops beating, this body goes. It's governed by the heart. The times where I felt where life slows down and it becomes tough is when back in the day when I was growing up, where I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to do, like lying, being evil towards somebody, taking my emotions out on somebody else, trying to be quote unquote demonic. Because I mean, I've already shared this. I mean, obviously, before a certain point, a lot of people grow up in poverty, and obviously, growing up in the hood, you kind of have to be a monster to survive. And I was one of those monsters for sure. And I just come to realize that I just didn't like being that way. I didn't like it. I didn't like that type of shit. And so once I started working towards change, my heart got a lot heavy. It was heavy. Like there was like I didn't realize how much was on my heart until I just started changing. Like sometimes I still look back and was like, man, I wish I didn't do certain things. I wish I didn't do these things, because even though that happened when I was in high school, sometimes I still think about that shit. And it's like reliving the experience as if it was just yesterday or if it's in the moment. And I've just come to the conclusion that, you know what? I don't have to lie to people. I don't have to let people change me either. Like if anybody's familiar with the Power series on Stars, I know a lot of people watch Power, and I enjoy Power as well, because honestly, 50 Cent is like, man, 50 Cent is up there. He is up there. He took Robert Greene's concepts and expanded it. He packaged it so people that aren't educated at that level can consume it and still learn from it. But one of the things that I kind of see in the comment section all the time is, oh, when this person loses somebody, he's going to turn them into a monster. It's going to take them down a dark path, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. And I've just come to realize that, man, if you allow somebody else to deter you from your path, they've won. There's no excuse of being anybody else other than who you're supposed to be or who you want to be. Obviously, we've all had somebody, a significant other that we loved, and during that breakup phase, you become somebody that you don't even recognize, because obviously that maybe that person hurt you, or maybe you hurt that person. And during that breakup phase, we all went through the self-doubt, the fighting, the quote unquote simping, baby, I'll do anything, please stay with me, yada yada, blah 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 type shit, And then once you do that, you see that change in that other person because they was able to change you. And that right there, from what I've noticed, is once you give somebody else your power, that's when they lose all respect for you, because you allowed them to change you. You allowed them to deviate you from your path. And it took a lot of inner reflection. It just took a lot to really sit down and say, you know what? This is what I'm not going to do. This is what I will do. This is what I will tolerate. And this is what I won't. And I stand on that shit. Anybody that I talk to now, I make it very, very clear. You got one chance with me. One. If you cheat, I'm not going to play that game with, oh, I'm going to fuck 10 bitches just to get back at you. If we break up, I'm going to fuck bitches that look like you to get back at you. No, it's not like that. You ain't going to deviate me from my path. I know who I am. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not even going to look through your phone. I'm not going to deviate my energy and focus to say like, oh, is she doing this or is she doing that? Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. The first time it comes across my desk, I will execute. And sometimes people think I'm playing, and they find out the hard way. Because I can understand, because a lot of people play this game. It was like, oh, well, He's going to be mad now, but he's going to forgive me later. And then they find out real quick that no, I don't forgive. You can go for Jesus for that shit. I don't forgive. I'll forget, but I don't forgive. I'm not going to give you a second chance to do the same shit to me again. Obviously, that person that you shared yourself with, I mean, especially if you have an agreement. Now, if we don't, and it's just the principle of that. If we're just having fun and it's just casual, okay, that's our agreement. If you going out and you're with somebody else, that's cool. We never agreed to be exclusive. We agreed that at this point in time, when we come together, we just love the energy. We love to experience each other, and that's what it is. But if we go a step further and say, you know what, I just want your energy for myself. I'm gonna be exclusive to you, and I expect the same in return. And you break that, I'm not gonna give you a second chance to do that shit to me again. I'm just not. I'm not. I know who the hell I am, and you're not gonna change me. Oh, what the fuck? 50% off. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. He says that's why you're so abusive to the sim. Yeah, honestly, the sim account is practice, man. I try to I try to I try to learn in the sim. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I like losing, but if I'm losing in the sim, that means I'm not losing in my account. But kind of going back to what I was kind of talking about, it's like once you kind of discover who you want to be, don't let nobody deviate you from your path, man. Don't let nobody push you off your square, per se. You know what? I think. Hmm. 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 I don't trust the Nasdaq, man. I just don't trust her, man. Don't trust her. I don't trust her. This could be a good short. This could be a retest trade right here, but the Bears just suck. But right now, we'll see. We'll see with this candle. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hmm. Yeah, I don't trust Nasdaq. That's not high enough to short. Hmm. I mean, gold right now is kind of in the middle. Gold right now is kind of in the middle. I guess if we see a break, we can potentially see a retest of these lows. So I'll take a chance on shorting these lows. But gold is literally in the middle right now. Price is coming. So price is coming, has come back into this range right here. We have this big move down. Price consolidated in a range. It broke through that range. It came back and retested, and then it popped down, and then it popped back up above this range, and now it's back inside this range right here. We potentially could see a short right here. This could be potentially be a risk to reward trade on gold. A small, because I mean, there's a double top right there. So if I get into it and put my stop above this high, because if this is a real short, price should not go above these highs. Or let me rephrase that. It should not hold above these highs. I mean, obviously it can sweep liquidity and then come right back down. We'll see. We'll see here. Actually, let me look at Bookmap. Because if they can reject it off of this 21 EMA, that's kind of it for bulls. That's kind of it. If we can see a rejection right here, if we see a rejection right here, then and we get a red candle like that, that's kind of it for bulls. You said that it hit your target on the Nasdaq. Like I said, I think, man, this looks like a short on Nasdaq, but let me look at ES real quick. Let me look at ES. Let me look at ES. Let me look at ES. Because ES is kind of back into this range right here. Just gotta trust the Nasdaq bears, man. Shit. I've been a Nasdaq bear for as long as I can remember. And it wasn't until last year where the bears has been disappointing. It's hard being a Nasdaq bear, man. It really is. It's hard. Because you just never know when is going to be the real short. Oh, congratulations on that 49 points. Are you talking about on gold or on the Nasdaq? I mean, oh, on NQ? Yeah, I mean on NQ, yeah. Even though she doesn't respect price action at times, the one thing is for certain. If it wasn't going to get above this level, and that's kind of why I took the short down here. That's why I got into it down here. Because I didn't want to necessarily get chopped up in this middle. I just knew that 45 was a level of heavy resistance or it was just going to be support. And since I saw that they failed at 45, well, shit, the only thing that it can do is go down. And that's exactly what it did. Looks like my gold play might be done. Okay. We'll see here. We'll see if we get this rejection off of this 200 EMA right here. We'll see if we'll get it. But if I see a stop run here, I'll try to get out as soon as possible of this gold play. You said that's a short play? Get in and get out. Yeah, I used to have so I used to trade that way too. Maybe, well, I can't do that with Apex. I definitely can't. I can't do that with Apex. That shit will blow the account. Because I'll be up probably 1,500. I mean, if it goes up 1,500 and then I have a 1,200 point stop, that's already 3K gone. It looks like the bulls are kind of having a hard time here on gold. So I might close this out, try to close it out. Uh, I guess I'll just let it play out. I'll let it play out, but um, actually, I'll probably close this. I just noticed that this thing is trending now. It's making higher highs and is making higher lows. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hmm. Yeah, this thing actually might pop up. This thing might pop up. 82. Actually, it might just pop up where my stop is, because that's technically where we got that breaker structure right there. Yeah, this thing might pop up where my stop is and stop me out. I might get stopped out here. We'll see. All right, let's see. I mean, shit, they're buying. I mean, if we get a green candle off of this, if we get like a strong green candle off of this trend line right here from the bulls, I'm gonna move my stop down. I'm gonna move it down. I'm not gonna completely get out because that's blasphemy, but I'll definitely reduce my risk. Because we all know that when gold breaks out above a high, that shit ain't gonna stop. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. All right, so here comes that trend line test. We'll see what happens here. I mean, once we get that trend line test or that breakthrough and that hold, this should probably be all she wrote for gold. Okay, that should be all she wrote. Because now, especially if we get a strong close underneath this trend line, the shorts they should be good here. We should be good on the shorts because now we got a higher low or a lower high. Now, if this is a strong green candle and it closes right back above this trend line, I'm reducing my risk. I'm going to reduce my risk on this because that means that the bears failed to hold this trend line and that their stops are all piled up right here. And gold is going to use them stops to push this damn thing higher. There we go. Okay. You speak of the devil will come. There you go. So I'm definitely going to reduce my risk. I'm going to reduce it to probably like 2 points. 76. So where's that at? 78. 78.7. Yeah. 78.7. I'll put it in the middle right there. I'll get out at 80, probably like at 87. And that's 4 points. Probably just give it like 3 or something. Yeah, I might as well just stop out. Because the Bears just failed here. So I'm just going to stop out for a smaller loss here. And that's the great thing about price action right there. Look at that. Yo, oh my God, look at that shit. Yo, price action. This is why we got to pay attention to it. It did exactly what I thought it would do. The Bears failed to hold it above to underneath this trend line. They got trapped underneath the trend line right here. And because all the Bears were just piling their stops up right above this high, we saw that stop run. Yeah, me too. Three one six eight five. 685. 799. 799. I mean, the question is, she's not the NQ, so I don't like buying this high. But this is a block of liquidity right here. If we get a pullback to this area right here, then I'm willing to buy or potentially a retest of this high. Hey, what's up, Griffin Trade? Yeah, everything is good, man. Everything's been working out. I mean, we're profitable in the day so far. Was able to be profitable in my funded account today, so I'm happy about that. It's happy about that. I stepped in front of my computer right as the thing set up, and I was like, man, I have to get into this. I stepped in. I looked at my computer around 7:30 and saw this thing set up at 7:30 for a short or something. Yeah, like right here. Took the short, made my money. Good thing I got out. Made my money and I was good. See, this is why we don't trust Nasdaq bears. This is why we don't trust them. This is why we don't trust Nasdaq bears, because we all know what this is. We got a rally. First, we got price sweeping liquidity. So now we might actually see a run, probably back up at these highs. We got price sweeping liquidity right here. We got price sweeping liquidity. We have a rally. We have price ranging. So we know what to expect. Rally, base, rally. Now, I'm not saying get in here, obviously, because it could potentially double bottom. But most often when we see a sweep of liquidity, a rally, a base, we should always expect another rally. Kind of like right here. This is a good example of what I'm talking about. We got a drop, we have price basing, and we have another drop. Here we got, actually, this actually might be what's going to happen. We got a sweep of liquidity, we got a rally, we got price basing, and what happened after price got done basing? We had another rally. So honestly, we may get another test on them highs, man. We may get it. It's highly likely now that we had that rally base, we could see a potential second rally. You know what, man? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? 365, 365. Hmm. Hmm. All right, so I'm going to start it at 365 because 365 have definitely been a, and 365 definitely has been that level. Hmm. But yeah, it does feel like we can probably get another move up. The golden. Ah, damn. Okay, well. Okay. All right. All right. Hmm. Oh, that would have been nice, man. Okay. Well, it didn't pull back enough to let me into this. That would have been nice. Mm. Okay. Obviously, I got this short at this swing high right here, at this pivot high. Damn, that would have been a nice gold trade right there. Okay. You short gold, Santiago? Yeah, trader golded, man. This thing has definitely been choppy today. Definitely choppy. I wonder if the bulls are going to come up and step up right here, because this is where we got the break of structure right here. So we'll see if the bulls step up here. We'll see. I will say that my Nasdaq tendencies is like, dude, get into that. But no, this is gold, man. That's hit or miss. That's not even a reliable trade to take on gold. That is definitely not a reliable trade to take. If it works right now, then it works right now. But that is definitely like a 20%, 30% trade on gold for sure. That break and retest of like highs, I really don't see it. Usually when gold breaks out of highs, she flutters and she doesn't pull back. I think this is a good example of it right here. You break above that high, she begins to flutter, and then she goes higher, and then she'll come back, and then you'll probably see another move higher. But she doesn't do the whole flutter thing, pull back, and then go. She doesn't do that, or it's not reliable. Kind of, this is a good example. This is actually a good example right here. She flutters, she comes back. You did get a pop, a retest at this high, but she breaks down. She's not really good at those break and retest trades. It's like as soon as she breaks structure, she flutters. Another good example, she breaks above the high. The bulls try to come back and buy it at that break of structure or that break and retest, and it just goes downhill from there. She's just, I would never take, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't recommend taking that trade. Another example, she breaks out, flutters, comes back, and she breaks down. She's just not good at those break and retest trades. She's just not. Actually, well, shit, right here. We're looking at it now. Good short, Santiago. Good short, man. Good short. See, she doesn't do those break and retest trades too well. Flutters, comes right back down. So that's always going to be like a 20% trade right there. Mm. You think you're done? Shit, I'm done for the day. And I think, man, shit, going into the weekend, green is definitely a good feeling. But I will say that, and I hate to say this, but when I go into the weekend red, I turn into a monster over the weekend. I gotta get that get back on the market. I gotta get that get back. Turn into a monster on the weekends. And maybe subconsciously, that's probably why, because usually Fridays sometimes it's hit or miss for me. I'll have a good week all week, and then Friday I come into the market and super fuck up. And then I go into the weekend and I turn into a chart monster. And I'm looking at these charts, looking like, okay, so where did I go wrong? I'm looking at ways that I can improve my game, et cetera, because I already know how I want to trade. I already know how I want to trade. Just looking for ways on how to improve on the way that I want to trade. But when I go into the weekend green, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Or let me rephrase that. I'm not going to mislead you and I'm not going to mislead myself. I don't go as hard when I go into the weekend green. I don't. I think I need to change that. So I guess I won't subconsciously feel the need to do it if I'm already doing it, regardless if I go into the week red or green, or the weekend red or green. So gold, you couldn't let me in. You wouldn't. You couldn't let me in. Well, I know better than to chase gold. I feel like so. Before we end the stream, I will say this: CL is the instrument that taught me how to trade. When I went over to Nasdaq, a lot of that I still apply a lot of it, but obviously a lot of it was lost along the way because I don't have to wait on the Nasdaq. But as I'm kind of going back trading on gold, I'm starting to see myself become more patient. Like last night, I waited. We took 2 easy trades on gold last night, just waiting for the pullback. Just waiting for the pullback. I didn't try to look for the bottom. I just waited for the damn pullback and got paid. Super paid last night. Damn, gold. All right, so it looks like gold is going to go here. I mean, we can potentially see maybe a pullback, maybe, but I know better than to chase gold. And I had to accept that if she leaves without me, I'm going to have to accept that. I start chasing her, she's going to hurt my feelings. I missed it, man. I missed it. I missed it. And see, I think that's a good example. The bulls are holding this low on Nasdaq, and it does look like we could potentially see another run up to 450, just like Santiago said. I mean, 425 kind of looks potentially like an area, but look at that. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I miss it on gold and I miss it on Nasdaq. Trying to be cute with the entries. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We still had a great week this week. We still had a great week. But I know better than the chase gold, though. I know better than that. Damn, gold, you couldn't let me in? You couldn't let me in? So I missed the entry by 4 points on gold. I mean, I don't know how I could have done better on that entry. I mean, I don't know how I could have done better on that one. But I think that was a good area. I mean, kind of around the range. I kind of I was going to actually put it at the top of this range like this. I still would have missed it. I would have missed it by 1 point instead of 5. But I figured that with this little stop dots right here, the market was going to probably try to come in and tap the stops underneath this area and then run. But I mean, if I was there, I was there. I mean, that would be off the range. I mean, I missed it, man. It's not a big deal. I missed it. It just hurts though. Here's my feelings. I missed it, but I missed it. What the hell? My shit. Okay. Get copyrighted for whatever the hell that's playing in the background. Oh, that's on my phone. Okay, never mind. That's on my phone. Okay. But all right, guys, that's it. That's it for me today. There goes that rally that we was talking about. Classic price action, rally, base, rally. Unfortunately, if you're short this, I would highly recommend trying to close it as soon as possible because now this thing can potentially kind of retest these highs. That's kind of how price action works. So it's your account. You can do what you want, but I would highly recommend if you don't stubbornly stay in a short, and this is coming from a stubborn bear. So, all right, guys, we'll definitely come back later on this week, and we'll definitely look for more ways to earn some more money. Shit, I didn't know my camera was off. I did not know my camera was off. Okay. We'll have this fixed before the next stream. And I guess with that said, everybody, peace out. Have a good weekend.